Welcome to the opening bell with Dan Frio. I, of course, am Dan Frio, and today is April 29th, 2021. People are asking, why do I do that? Well, years ago, somebody said, hey, Dan, we love your videos, but we never know what day it is. You know, we don't know if the day you posted is the day of the news and all that other stuff. So that's why I do the watch thing. It's not to brag that I got an Apple Watch or whatever. I know how to tell time. And somebody said, well, if you don't even know what day it is, how can we trust you? It's like, guys, I'm just showing you what day it is. So that's it. So don't go away. We're going to go over, we had Google, Apple, and Facebook blowout earnings. So don't go away. We'll be right back. My apologies, guys. I said Google, Apple, and Facebook. It was Apple and Facebook just killed the numbers. Killed it. So that's awesome. So that's going to have a flow into the market. So that's nothing but great news. There's a lot of other news coming out, but President Biden had his address yesterday. It talked about more infrastructure funding and so forth. So that's what we're going to follow starting next week. We're going to really dig into that. We're going to watch how much support it's going to get, and then we're going to dig into what stocks would benefit or industries would benefit from that. So the big thing right now is S&P 500 hits record after blowout earnings from both Facebook and Apple. Let's go to Yahoo Finance, and you can see all the indices are up right now. The S&P is up 8. The Dow's up 24, NASDAQ. Ooh, NASDAQ just turned a little bit red. It's down 8 points, so virtually nothing. But you see the Biden to tout $2.3 billion infrastructure bill. Guys, they're throwing money around like it's freaking candy. And that's going to take a toll. So let's ride with it. I'm not going to fearmonger on inflation and everything, but it's going to rear its ugly head. Okay, so now let's get into the stocks that we're focusing on this week. We concentrated on Berkshire Hathaway at the beginning of the week, and I showed you, why I invested and why I have my kids invested versus putting money in the savings. So let's go over the staples that we have. We have Google, Apple, and Facebook. Google's up 1.6% today. Apple's up 0.2%, and Facebook's up 5.75%. So those are doing very well for us. And now finally, I think Apple wasn't having a good year, but finally it's now in the green for the year. Ford is taking a hit, but where I want to focus in on is the ETFs that we've been speaking about. ETFs are basically a basket of stocks. So for example, if you go in here to the energy sector, the ETF for that is XLE. The ETF for the financials is XLF. For the technology is XLK. Semiconductors is XSD, and the select industrials is XLI. Why am I now focusing my attentions on these? Well, it's funny because I've met with several wealthy financial wealth managers. Let me rephrase that. That didn't sound right. I met with and spoke with several wealth managers that are working with the ultra wealthy. There's a lot of techniques that they use with partnerships and REITs and all that to do investments, but a lot of them, when they're buying stocks, they're not buying individual stocks, they're buying sectors. And this was a common theme throughout. So these are why we were focusing on the ETFs. So what ETFs are basically a basket of stocks. So let's say, for example, we're going to go into the financials. But you can see it's basically, let's say it's hedging your bet. You like the industry, but it's really difficult to find a single stock that you want to invest in. So let's go to the XLF. We go to the XLF and let's see what its holdings are. So you get an idea what I'm talking about here. So in the XLF, the financials, we have number one, the biggest percentage of their assets are held at Berkshire Hathaway. Okay, so that's a way to participate in the Berkshire Hathaway as well as all these other companies. So then they have positions in JP Morgan, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citibank, Morgan Stanley, BlackRock, Goldman. You can see what I mean? It's all financial stocks. So how do you pick the one winner out of these? It's really hard, and look at the returns. The 6-month returns on these particular stocks, they're up over 60%. So that's why, I don't know, unless you really know how to dig into the financials, you can go to Morgan Stanley and look at their PE ratios, all their earnings, follow their earnings calls and everything else. This is a way to buy this whole entire sector in one basically stock, and that stock is XLF. So those are how the baskets of stocks, or the XLFs or ETFs work. It's baskets of stocks. So these are the 5 that I hold positions in, and there's reasons why. You know, the energy sector, a great recovery play plus an infrastructure play. The XLF, with rates going up, that'll help the financials. Technology, semiconductors. We all know there's a semiconductor shortage. This is going to, I'm saying this is going to blow the roof off eventually. And then the industrials. Again, this is going to take off once the infrastructure bill has kind of gets some teeth to it. So now into the cryptocurrencies. What's going on with cryptocurrencies? Well, Bitcoin is down 1% on the week. Ethereum is the platform that I hold my most. I probably own in the cryptocurrency space. 2/3 of my money is in Ethereum. Yesterday, the European Union came out and said they're going to trade their government bonds on the Ethereum network, and this got a huge pop, just hit an all-time high. So the Ethereum is the network that most or a lot of cryptocurrencies trade on, and it's a platform that a lot of financial companies can start to trade on because of how secure it is and how detailed it keeps its records. So I'm going to ask you to do 2 things over the weekend. Do as much research on Bitcoin as you can and Ethereum. Watch the YouTube channels because everybody just hypes up and watch the technicals, but dig in to learn what these are and what they do, okay? The infrastructure bill, what's it doing to the dollar? Because we're printing money, it's down. And remember I said, and you guys are probably thinking I'm nuts back who knows when the dollar was trading at 95 and 96 and so forth. I'm like, my trigger, my hotspot for this is basically 90. And we're getting there. We're actually better than where I thought. If you track this black line right here, we're below that. I like that because it's very good for my cryptocurrency holdings. Okay, so now let's get on to what's going on with mortgages. And we follow this. People follow me on a daily basis. This number right here, what's happening to the MBS price. Mortgage-backed securities is a bond that trades on Wall Street. This is the price of what's happening to that bond. As this price goes down, Bonds 101 basically means the rate or the yield went up. Okay, somebody asked me a question about how does this actually work? You know, why is when the MBS is down, rates are up? And I'm going to explain that tonight in my the rate update video that I post every day at 4 o'clock. The 10-year treasuries and treasuries are starting to go up. This is going to, I'm going to tell you right now, if the infrastructure bill gains teeth, you're going to start this going up. And I'm not being a fear monger, but it's going to push treasury yields up because they're going to have to fund this somehow, some way. Okay, that's it. So that's it for today. I hope you find out, I hope you do your research in the next day or today, and you can grab some of these returns that these companies are getting. But the one thing I ask you to do is, if you would, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below, hit the bell. Every time I post a video, you get an alert. I need thumbs up on this video, guys. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if there's stocks you want me to cover, industries you want me to cover. If you wanted me to cover insurance, 401ks, anything in retirement, anything you want, please post a question down below and I'll be more than happy to answer. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to start trying to get professionals in here in that specific field to address these questions and answer those specifically for you from the professionals. So to find out more about me and my team and what we do, check me out on the YouTube channel, The Rate Update with Dan Frio. I'm a mortgage guy. I'm not a wealth planner. I'm not a stockbroker. I basically do this for entertainment and truly educational purposes, because my goal is to try to save you money on your mortgage and also take that excess money that your savings, put it in the market or some investments to make you better yields and higher yields than you were otherwise get at your bank. So God bless, guys. Take care, and I'll see you at 4 o'clock.